It's been 3 days since the burying of Hector. Hector, he of gentle heart and savage hand, who broke men like stallions tamed for riding, and sent many Achaeans from living to dead. See them now, dwelling not with wives and sons, who play in meadows and await the day when hair sprouts from chin. See sons waiting to show fathers new facial hair like new harvest. Fathers who return from war don't recognize sons, for war is darkness one cannot see. Yet seeing sons now grown wards off blindness of war, wiping away all vestiges of toil. Sons wait as antidote. They wait for fathers, and never will they return because of Hector. Armors are stripped, and nothing can protect the carcasses of men from carrions, canines, and worms from entering vessels and preparing souls for the journey to Hades. Yet, because of Hector, our city still lives, our walls still intact. For 10 years we stave off the Achaeans, beat them back we do, and let life continue. But for how long? How long can we live without Hector? How could it be? The one who appears as a god, but is mortal, cut down by Achilles, the one more savage than he. Our Troy, the jewel of civilization, the crown of humanity, now to be obliterated by these barbarians? Our collective hearts and tongues cut out, our expressions silenced for the ages. Are we destined to disappear, never to be seen again? Hector, more than savage, civilized, soft in words, gentle in touch, loving to all of Troy, sweet man. When Helen, blamed she was for all our ills, urges we had to desecrate a beauty as she, and make ugly that which had brought so much ugliness to us. It was Hector that protected her, not Paris. Nay, Hector calmed the anger in Troy and redirected it away from her, showing all she too, though immortal beauty, still is she mortal and victim to the will of fate. Blame not Helen for war. Love her as if she were not foreigner, but one of us, of Troy. Treat her as your younger sister or mother, lover or friend. So said Hector. And Helen became not foreigner, but blood to us. So now without him, our hero gone, our men soon slaves to Hades or other men, our wives violated and children's bones crushed by boots.
All this is known, Polydamas. Why, then repeat? Felt loss I have, as you, as Troy, as all in this walled city, soon to be unwalled. For Achilles promised to hold back armies until after Hector's bones were placed on top of the pyre. And now, it is after. And now look, the armies of Achaea, hated armies of Menelaus, Odysseus, Agamemnon, and all, prepared to rush gates. See morning fires burning thick thighs of oxen? Soon see them then burning thick mounds of flesh. The citizens of Troy soon up in smoke, flesh as smoke, swirling above our ruined city. So tell me not what has transpired or what will. Burden me not, for I know better than any eye. King Priam has lost sons and daughters since the war for Troy commenced. And now Hector, my favorite son, even my only son, and parents should not say such things, but he mattered most to me. He, of such heart and courage. He, the courage of Troy. And now he's gone, perish, then soon will we. So goes Hector, so goes this war.
Perhaps not, good Priam. My thoughts now are gathered.
Say nothing further, Polydamas! I am in no mood for strategies nor advice. Was it not you suggested you did that we called the great Amazon? We called, and come she did, the great she-warrior of Anatolia. And great she was, so great, until she faced Achilles, more great than she. And down she went, cut down by the savage giant pillar of Mount Pelion, raised on the innards of lions, wild swine, and the marrow of she-wolves. Who can defeat such a foe? No, I say, no No more options do we have. None! Even if we give back Helen, the greatest beauty known to man, we say we surrender. Please take Helen and return with her in your ships and leave us be in peace. Do you think these Greeks will respond in kind? No, I say. They sense our defeat, sniff it out as hounds on a hunt for prey. Nothing can stop them from effecting the kill.
King Priam, your highness, if only you would grant me a moment. Yes, it is true, I gave advice. Said Amazons would save us. Yeah. And yes, we are now in final minute, a final hour, our defense is down. Yes, true, yes. But there is one who would save us, one we dare not to think of, and yet he exists. Him of your blood, with riches and armies and fierceness of such amounts that he, and perhaps only he, can defeat this giant eater that comes towards us. Now bring this man this way to block the giant, and Troy might again see better days, but you must call him Priam. Only you can bring him across such a vast expanse, an ocean away. Lands separate us from him, and yet he is one of us. He is of our blood.
Never will I call this man of which you speak. Never, I say. He is us only in lineage, not in spirit. No, his treacherous soul belongs to others, and he has proven that.
He is your nephew.
He is nothing to me.
He is family. Call him. You will call
This man of which you speak, the African, son of the East.
And now the king of Ethiopia, but the half belongs for us.
He can keep the Trojan half and the African half too. I will not call this man.
You must.
King Priam,
Helen.
works for you?
Yes.
To be not outlander, but indigent, wherein the place you left out of craves to hook you back in. Whereas bondmaid, idolized, still bondmaid. So then wherefore women can go and be queen, slave no more. In Troy, Helen is Helen. At home, Helen is Helen. In Troy, Helen has choice. At home, no free will. So then the place that is home may be truly foreign, and the new place, foreign, may be true indigent. In Sparta, no choice had I to marry. 10 men drew sticks, and to the winner was I carried, owned like a painting for the world to admire. Body advancing, then mind and will retire. Then Paris, pleasing to look at, urged me on to ship, but just as much as lust or love. The urge to be heaven, all heaven.
I understand, my child.
No Priam caught up you are, and who is foreign and who is citizen. Why not who is true and what false?
Is this a man true who loves Troy? That makes the citizen.
No matter that he lays his head in the east and rides for us in dawn.
You know not this man, Queen Helen, and you speak of what you know not.
Perhaps, but mine matches body in beauty with Helen. Thus am I cursed. So, the cause of man's death, all for the honor of Achaea's beauty, what they see and what is Helen in their eyes. This man you knew as a boy. This man is a king you do not know. Ancient grudges turn to dust with time, King Priam. Time! It washes away all resentments and creates open channels for rivers to return to their origins of Libyan blood, of Trojan heart, of skill and knowledge that they possess in the East. Bring this man to us. It's the right thing to do for your people, Priam. For your heart. The great Memnon must be called.
He will not come. Might we make 1,000 calls and no answer? Dear Helen, and good honest friend Polydamas, wisdom you both possess, quantities exceeding my own, and they call me king. But being royalty is knowing when to act on one's intuition and when to mind. Truth be told, I know nothing will come of this, and yet something says, follow the words you both speak. Honest words, clear, like Helios. And so, we will hold off Achaean armies for as long as we can, until the word is sent, until sent word is heard, until what is heard is responded to, until that fateful day when such response brings a swift and mighty action to save our fair city. Good night. And may we see blazing armies in the morning, not dreaded warriors from Achaea, but our saviors from the east, by the Lord God Zeus May it be so!
By Zeus, may it be so!
Say the word! The eye can see blood-red guts out of bodies of Trojans, men dwindling on battlefields as Greeks storm gates. Oh, wrong was I! When I told Hector not to advance, and he did, then was I right. For many men then perished when heeding not good advice. But now, as ground swell with bodies, and brown earth shifts red, this bad omen shows wrong I was to trust, wrong hope. Foolish to think that Memnon would travel this way for us. Oh, Priam, wise and gentle king of Troy, the very best king, a king for the ages, soon to be stamped out, wiped away from history. Never his diplomacy and gentleness and fighting spirit when needed, now never to be remembered. We, the Trojans, are done for. Now see enemies in retreat, run for the countryside. Why? What thing did surprise them so? Catch them off guard, causing them to lower guard and turn face and leave us be. Almighty Zeus, look there! Men from the temple of Yeha, in the northern regions of the Ethiop, where the rocks signify unbreakable land. See them, with weapons of iron and spears held high. 3,000 soldiers I see. Now then from the Mara, the kingdom by the sea. See them, in fine white tunics, with shorter swords, the best swords for piercing kidneys and livers, because of the blade's curve. And behind these undefeatable warriors, the Tabians, the Shire, the Amame, the Endeta, see 20,000 Ethiopian fighters, a sight to blow eyes! And more, and so much more, there! The rich kings of Nubia, from cities where 300 libraries exist, with books on everything known to man. In Nubia, the owners of much gold, ivory, ebony, animal pelts, see them, with dark skin and white teeth gnashing, ready to pounce. Arm on the side! Mighty apart, hair head of red, jumping high, bring thick legs, spring hairs to shame, with shields stretching to block all Achaean spears, then responding with their shafts. Shafts as massive and long as Maasai bodies, that stretch and touch the blood-red sun. And more approach from Asia Doma and Yemen, seamen from Soma, Hydromat, and Macha. When they invented systems of drainage, now see them ready with copper daggers and iron arrows to drain Greek heads. And behind them, the fierce Tamil warriors of southern India, kingdoms of Chera, Chola, and Pandya, see infantries, cavalries, and strong men riding high on top scores of elephants. And behind them, it is him. He has come. He is here. Uncle Memnon! Let's have a feast, the likes of which Troy has not seen. Slaughter cows, roast the fattest parts, bake bread, pick fruit, call songs
musters for dancing, and make sure his men are well fed, their thirst quenched, for the journey must have been treacherous.
No need for big feast, but water of the spring would be appreciated.
Yes, right away. Food for the men and water. I can't believe my eyes. Memnon has returned, and in our darkest hour the need greatest. Then you come back to us, great Memnon. Tell us of your previous exploits in war, in victory. It is only customary to do so.
In Ethiopia, able we are to speak through disagreements and sidestep bloodshed. But warfare does occur on occasion. The Nua of southern Sudan were at impasse with city of Juba. The Nua were farmers, Juba aristocrats, so tensions already they simmered. There had been disrespect from country to city, and mostly from city to country for years past. The Nua, farmers of cattle, now turned bulls, ready to charge. Thus, we commenced to capture the Nua.
Yes! And how many did you kill? And by what means or method?
We didn't kill, we captured to calm them.
What? No torture? No example made? How then, Memnon, will you kill the great Achilles? No capturing nor calming will you do for him.
The Nua, not satisfied with this calming, called tribes from their regions to assist. The Mundari, the Kajokeji, and the Mundri. But I didn't want men killed when not needed. So I sent my men home and commenced to fight them myself.
Ah, you and your army against these country tribes. Brilliant!
No, I sent all my men home and fought them myself.
What? You're one man. Team true, but still one man against
many. I disarmed them as best I could. And when they captured me, for one man cannot beat many, no matter pedigree. The act I exhibited, trying to capture and not kill, changed hearts, at least for the moment, and allowed us to move in and help foster peace between the Nua and the Juba.
Brave you are, Memnon. Crazy, but brave.
There were times when tribes of the north would invade, and need there was for us to kill without question. Once I slaughtered 200 men myself in one single battle. Not proud of that.
What? Proud I would be. If old Priam could kill that many men, none would ever come to Troy's gates raging for a fight. The tale alone would bring such peace. But alas, I am old. No more fighting for Priam. You are quite fearless, Memnon, for one to capture or kill, and know which one to exhibit when. The mark of a fighter for the ages, that is. Pity then, you did not fight or try to capture for us those many moons ago when great Hercules came calling.
Priam.
Recall Hercules storming the walls of Troy? That ad and that for a debt unpaid from our foolish father? That praise Hercules and his cultish followers descended upon Troy to attack. Intent they had to level our city. Day after night we fought. Round after round the demigod battered stone, swinging his awesome club with power and might. And fear swelled in air and around our city. Still, Troy stands with Troy. So crouched and ready we stood, all my brothers and I in line, with all my sons, with Paris, Polydorus, and Hector at the head, all together with cousins and nephews and countrymen, and your brother there too, proud of Matheon, standing stout as steel, there to face the vengeance of Hercules, and the space next to your brother, the space empty. For where is Memnon? Memnon! Gone! 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 Oh, coward! How can this be? The grimmest warrior among us, destined in the great Hector in war practices. Now deserter, now foreigner, now Troy to fight Hydra Slayer without Troy's death. Them brothers of mine, blood as mine as yours, murdered at the hands of Hercules. And I too destined to perish, if not for quick bargain. Selling off Troy's riches so that some may live. Riches that took lifetimes to rebuild. And some say, Memnon there, the battle results different then. Oh, deserter of men, sheep disguised as king. Oh, terrible black abomination! To desert Troy in final hour? How dare you show your face again?
Yes! Remember the day and tell the tale. When followers get wrapped in country, flag, too boastful on emblem of origin, this I tell them, see Memnon eagerly dressing in his armor, sharpening his blade for battle, to stand with countrymen, with kin, with you. If someone then said I was to give this life for theirs, never would I hesitate to fight to the death for our Troy I will. Ready I was, with shield and sword, to join you Priam on the line, and shed much blood, enemies and mine, ready to cut hearts out, to keep hearts in, till Troy wins. Running towards battle I was, until Poseidon, the great god of the sea, who looked after Memnon since mother, born in the east, told me then, said, do not fight for heathens whose hearts beat not for you as yours for theirs. For Priam has a plan to swap you, your life to Hercules to appease the demigod. Here, you say, take Memnon as man or slave. He, our fiercest warrior, he will do your bidding with bit in mouth like horse. Ride him. Do what you wish. Take him. If only you will start smashing our walls with iron fists, then Memnon the Unbreakable is yours to break.
Memnon, let me explain.
Silence, Trojan. No words will Priam spew as I speak. Now times there were, when reminded I was that Troy and I were not the same. That I was Troy, but not fully Trojan. Kin and not kin, still would I tuck feelings away, act as if no slights and jabs I felt from you, from noble Hector, from Paris, from Troy, and now, with Poseidon echoing truth in my ear, and knowing now a land exists in which a man could be amongst his own, I turned away from battle and staggered, for many years lost, yet meeting strangers that treated me more kind than any Trojan at home. The years roamed on, and on I went until I reached the far east, where the sun lives, on the edges of the earth where no Trojan or Greek has dared to venture. Arriving in the east, hungry, slim from living out in the elements, a cry went out, and millions they gathered and said, spread the word! The king has returned home.
Nephew, Priam is not proud of this truth of which you speak. Memnon, good people we are, but are we so prejudiced to you and others? The fact is, for our beloved Troy to be wealthy and civilized, there are costs.
Civilized? Don't speak to me of civilization until you come to the east. And well, I rule over 5,000 Troys, Priam. You have no idea what true wealth is.
I'm sure I do not. The fact is, Memnon, what brought you back to Troy? What makes a king returned from lands of honey to the warring worlds of Greece and Troy.
I will fight for 2 days, and after which the king returns.
I doubt 2 days will be time enough to defeat the great Achilles. Still, we will take the help.
Let us prepare for battle.
Memnon, I am truly sorry for past transgressions. Nephew, you are of Troy, and no living being can make it not so.
Tomorrow, we fight.
Yes, tomorrow!
No need for Achilles when Achaeans have me, the great Antilochus, dogged ram of high ground. Look up! Now look upon this, my helmet of boar's tusk, ready to repel any brute force who attempts thrust upon me. Bronze greaves grip tight round tendons, and arms holding this, father's double-edged slashing sword, forged in my homeland of Pylos, where sea and hill collide as towers, sheltered by massive walls crafted by Cyclopean masonry, survey the sea.
Memnon, all you are!
My father fought the centaurs, and his blood is in me, ready now to wrap up. He, Nestor, hunter of the great Caledonian war, King Nestor, fought with Jason many generations ago. Cower now in such might. Submit to me now, and I might let you live. Last chance you have, Memnon.
Your father, Nestor, an old man in a young man's game. He should not be here at war, and neither should you. I see through your brave mirage. Men should not slay boys. Vacate now, as I will not attack. But if you should be so bold to use sword, javelin, and shield against me, young man, no choice will I have but to end you. Think on this, Antilochus, and think well of Pylos, of its beauty, of all you might yet see, if not among citizens of Hades. Choose your future dwelling, Antilochus. The time for talk is over.
You sound as my father, thinking I should be back in Pylos and not at the gates of Troy, ready to storm in with other brave men. I came in second place at funeral games of Patroclus, besting all Achaeans save Achilles. I am second only to him, and you are my third ancient crustacean. To battle now, men at the ready. Charge these exotic soldiers with foolish names and crazy tongues. We shall take tongues and taste them, and beautiful silence will emerge from all squawking.
All of Pylos is rich is yours if you just leave him. Son, leave battle half home. Return to beautiful fields. Youth, pick fruit, learn high culture, and not cadavers picked by ravenous vultures. No! I told you to stay as child. Finish your courses. Suck mother's tit. Stupid lad disobeyed, snuck on ship, and now look! Day against body, no proper burial in war. Instead, Hades takes soul. Then roaming animals take tax, and remains mixed with fertilizer. Farmers feed cows and make milk for wretched cats to suck. But it can be undone. Memnon, move away now, son. Rise at once. A ship is waiting. Take you back to boyhood days. Mother waits, now spring.
Father!
Say out a word, instead now act. Memnon, stand down.
I will not. I cannot. When he attacked, then did sun become man.
Don't strike, Memnon, please.
What I can do, promise that he will have proper burial. We won't drag him round. His body then won't face the same fate as Hector's. On this, have my word.
Father, do not dishonor me. You bring shame on our house with your groveling. Allow me to die with honor.
Say not another word and get up. No man are you. Look him there, just a boy. And Memnon, you and all Trojans, nothing but savages.
So are we all in war. Now to this task.
No, do not do this, Memnon. Revenge I will have if you dare. For quiet light, stamped out, dim in blackness. Now gods, put soul back to body. Fierce Athena, Zeus, Apollo, all you gods to which we sacrifice so much, please bring sun back to rise again. And if not, then give me the strength to fight him. Return to me my essence when I'm warrior, not advisor in war. Make me whole to go forth, to in battle. Oh, give me 20 years back and watch Memnon fall. Ugh. Now, mighty Memnon, prepare to face your death by the hand of young King Nestor. Yes!
I will not fight men past prime, my king.
Fine. You look unsure. On edge. I see doubt there. In your heart. You know not what you fight for. 'Tis unclear. Why then wage war? For riches? For Troy? You know not, great Memnon. Therefore shall you die. For death comes to those who swing sword with no purpose. Now fight me, Ethiopian. Now come for me. Clear your mind and come, lest you be looked upon as hapless king.
Your long beard dictates that I honor you.
Would you fight Achilles then?
Yes, I aim to.
Oh, then I will have my revenge. And be there I will to watch as Achilles stabs wicked heart and drags body to dust. None can withstand the might of Achilles. And when he finds out it was you and in my son, his best friend, none closer to Achilles, barring Patroclus, than my son Antilochus, revenge will be ours.
I stand firm. I stand ready.
You have no idea what comes your way. Where's your fighting gear? Where your shield, corselet, and shoulder guard? Where be your armor? Here I have told you of a soldier savage sacked the life of your friend, and still you lay like statue, left unworshipped, unmoved? Go now! Motion! Speed to field! Time to become the great Achilles! Spirit like Ares, fist like the 100-handed ones, rage like a father loses his son, seething in avengement left undone. Go! Be the embodiment of most physical and animal parts of man, that which wild packs of slobbering dogs run from, and bears flare up, though time for hibernation be moons away. Now stand, Achilles, and take all hope from enemies, all joy, all faith, all peace. See it removed and replaced with stomachs pried open and emptied out, and brains sliced in pieces, like meat carved on stew. Now fear, bring fear to the souls of man.
I loved your boy. When Patroclus died, it was he, kind and youthful Antilochus, who did soothe me, your son. He was a good friend. Still, I feel unmoved by what you say. To kill again, I could easily do. Some in the dark and blanket battlefield of slumbering, lifeless men. But to what end, Nestor? More death will not bring son back, as my friend Patroclus did not return from the dead when sent. I did so many wretched Trojans to join him. I despise not the Trojans. The gods that play chess with the souls of men. These devilish immortals are set on us as their light amusements. They care not that your son perished in war, or my Patroclus, whom I loved more than sky and sea should face such horrid end, and lifting to face this Memnon of whom you speak will change nothing. And no satisfaction will I get from killing pawns. This yearning I feel for love lost will never be satiated by blood. Curse these deathless gods. Wish them all could have quick death. Achilles, the giant killer, no match for men. Yet Achilles, the mortal man, no match for them.
Courage, Achilles, the thing you have much of. Recall not the hopelessness of life. Instead, remember your friends in death. And death is a state of being, though inaccessible, unreachable, cut off completely us from them, yet still, your sweet Patroclus and my son exist. Somewhere, a kind of living, perhaps. Though messages parlayed from this world to theirs may in fact reach ears. If this be true, then what should they hear?
You're told, King, for something unattainable. Achilles knows none of them except to cause it. What you speak is beyond comprehension. Be gone with such speech for cloud spots and muddles reason. Patroclus, alive, never.
I said kind of living. Unknowing. Signals seen from living to dead. And Orpheus, the wondrous songster of our realm, able he was to almost retrieve Eurydice, if not for lack of faith in final hour. What if your Patroclus knows of what you do or do not do? See my son, aware that here you stay, unable to avenge the horrid acts done to him. Courage, Achilles, to draw sword even when one cannot see full picture. Awaken your vigor and meet charge at hand. Do not let your men again glimpse you, dishonoring them by your disaction. Gather up verve. Dress now and destroy foes who dare do this to us. And true, never will we defeat gods, for they are the more magnificent beings, and so we stand undefeated by never losing spirit, by never being splintered. Spirit whole, purpose clear, chest out, head up, weapon raised at the ready. Then never do they defeat us, for in life broken we were not, never until we take our last breath.
I despise those gods that look down on us.
Channel then your anger upon the man. Let him be recipient of immense wrath, the likes of which Hector never did see.
O King Nestor, words now find its target and incite me to act. To fight for you and all Achaeans. To slay hapless folks till victory comes. So my men return home. Call my herald. Tell them bring my shield, all my armor. I'll then make swift work of this Memnon and return quick time.
Yes, and one moment, great Achilles. Before you venture out to meet, may I say, this is no ordinary foe to face.
Yes, strong as trust. You said I split up the brow with hilted sword.
No, friend.
And perhaps rage like Rigmus. Spear him through the neck, hurled from chariot, then chop down the blade.
No, Achilles!
Memnon, as great as Hector then. Further than Hector, how can that be?
Match iron for iron. His shield made by Hephaestus.
His shield like Hephaestus.
Almost only for gods does the god of fire make metal. So few mortals to receive his gifts. Achilles, Agamemnon, Perseus, Diomedes, and now Memnon.
It cannot be.
Saw what I did with mine own eyes.
Your eyes are old, blurry, weak.
Listen, bring Achilles to me now. Else who is the one more blind? Close now, close was I. As the warrior held my Antilochus in clutches, I saw the shield, reflecting light in ways that only the god of fire's work will do. My God, this shield, it was at least as unbendable and divine as yours, maybe more. See it quick, Achilles. Use these old eyes to view this shield fully. First, no wood in his aspis. Instead, silver, steel, bronze, and tusks of ivory of such a thickness, it must be, I thought, from ancient mammoth. No elephant tusks were they. Then more steel, thick metal. Then the hides of hippos pounded wet into form, laid on top pure white gold, 10 inches thick, a sight to boggle eyes. And Hephaestus spared nothing in form nor beauty. The shield's surface, wondrous glory sight to decode, decorated with natural vegetable dyes, and some kissed by the gods Aphrodite and her, the Axiomite god of the sea. The shield, sectioned about, carved two crescents of red, white, black, bearing spectacular scenes that even your Nestor, master of rhetoric, finds difficult to describe. But please, do try. See it. There, a feast with honey wine and bread of calf. See serpents stockpiling clay pots of clarified butter, and spices gathered from the regions of the empire, and chickens, muttons, goats, and cows. No pig, while young boys jump bulls. A boy waits to be crowned king. See him there, surrounded by all great ones before him. See Bazin and Zahatama, Sheba and Solomon, and all Cushitic kings and queens draw weapons at the ready. The boy stands and faces us with a contingent of kings behind him. It is Memnon and his tribes, a glorious and terrifying sight. And now, Oceanus, the great Titan god, from which all bodies of water come. See, bursting from his Trojan corslet, Atlas and Scamander. From Atlas see shining Electra, who bed with Zeus, who begot Dardanus at the foot of Ida in the Troad. Dardanus then to Elos, Elos to Laomedon, the king of stallions. Then he to Tithonus, and he to great Memnon. And Hephaestus, working his magic now. Pictured there, all kings, titans, and gods, emanating colors of magnificent hues, from Troy, from the Ethiop, and beyond, pulsating with weapons out. All bloodlines of Memnon fused now to one genius race, ready to charge with the fighter who comes out to face you. Achilles, I have never seen such force that comes this way. Perhaps Zeus, yet Zeus is in him too! And all this, painted across the crescents, created by the nimble hands and mighty arms of the fire god. When you step on battlefield to slay this foe, remember you be demigod too. Now bring all that you possess, all the favors of the gods that you might muster. Only then will you defeat him!
This, perhaps my greatest fight then! Perhaps! My mother told me once I am destined to perish, not as old men in fields telling battle tales, but here, on battlefield, and soon I have been told so. Perhaps it's Memnon who will send me forth from this realm to that of love Patroclus. Perhaps he will slay me in sweet end. Perhaps he will not. Then death to the African!
I will fight on just the same.
Herald! Armor! Now!
Helen? Helen? Helen, I must attempt not this act which draws us forth. Now must I carry forth plans, when plans based solely in falsehoods, complete untruths. Troy, it's one, not different peoples. Then when Troy is one, finally see one people. Lies! Tell self-lies. We will always be nations sliced apart. Haves and have-nots. Belongs and kinda belongs. Trojans and its half. This misguided venture of mine, I see it now fully. Retreat. Before so many my soldiers' lives lost, fighting for these doomed walls of Troy. If I did believe that such sacrifice would change Troy's course and mood, I would not hesitate, just as I did not to bring vicious armies ready to battle. Still, behind fighters are men with families who cherish children soon to be orphaned across the continent. Fatherless, now wayward, delinquent, criminal, father perished for mirage principle. Heaven, I will not allow so many men to decease for the savage city called Troy.
Calm yourself, man.
I am calm.
And act the calm. Do what you must, Memnon, then stay the course. Don't waver like the emotional dandy. Courage to steer ship to battle, then victory, then return home again.
Even in victory, men slaughtered.
Men always slaughtered. In war or peace, at home, away, life is the slaughtering of men, and you are not a god. You have God and cannot change the course of life. Where men slaughter, nothing can you do. So steer men into righteous war, to warn off Greek barbarians and preserve our fair city. Troy, far from perfect, and yet it is what we have. Now let us protect it, help it grow and shift to become more perfect.
I detest Greece, Troy, savages all. Helen, I leave at dawn.
Then weak core, savage troll. Honor, commitment, where's your heart, Memnon?
And your conscience? Huh? Did you leave that in the ocean as you set sail for Troy with your love intact, thus causing countless souls to bleed all for you? Beautiful you are, but not enough to cause such pain that will ring through the ages. Violent bell, wretchedness have you brought upon our world, Helen, and for what? Don't tell me of commitment nor honor. I will not lead my men to death with nothing gained, or for personal aims, like you did. May you be cursed, beautiful Helen, through all your days.
I am cursed. To look how I look, to think how I think, and never be understood. I did not cause this war. Followed I did what was true for me. Then husband who I did not choose gathered men to pursue me. What caused this war? Helen, seen as property, Trojan war fighting for trophy. Then with their chests puffed out, boasting whose sword is bigger than whose. Then blood-spilled women raped and enslaved while babies wailed. And this, because of heaven. No, Memnon. Do not put newborns at my feet. Instead, come to know the truth. They caused this war, and I plan to not stop fighting until we win. Or until Helen is hauled back to her fate. Or until Troy falls. Or until Memnon kills Achilles, or Achilles kills Memnon. We fight on for vision to be done, to come into being, make let us a pact make. Neither to return home until home here is made.
I am of the East. And yet, this Troy still calls. I cannot abandon her fully, though I have tried. It makes no sense to fight for that which has proven time and time again that you will forever be other. And yet, golden moments do I have. Good memories in Troy, though fleeting. Could we then stretch moments to lasting and see Troy as the city that it could be? Helen, I return to fight not for Troy, but for its becoming. Though it's now a shadow, I see such bonds between men, yes. To uphold such vision, I am willing to fight, to live or die, come what may.
We may see victory. The chapter not yet written clearly, we fight on the side of practice.
The gods will not interfere and favor me over him or him over me.
As equals will you meet, both blessed by Olympus.
Then time to dress. Greaves, corselet, shoulder pads, and shield. Soon to know who won. May the gods say, Memnon!
Madness again, though we encourage in this madness. Hear the clanging of swords and ripping of organs as men fall again and again.
Young men yanked down never rise again, while cadavers piled high test load of limits. And when will this madness end? A prayer then to all you gods, to Father Zeus, highest of all, who sit atop Mount Olympus. 10 years now this war rages on, and generations die on battlefields. All here are stained with death, too soon and too sudden.
All you gods hear us, and have mercy, and grant these men the promise of life.
May their beards grow long upon their chin, may their hair shift from black to gray.
And bodies stoop over gently over time, from time, and not from punctured flesh by blade or foe.
Grant them the promise of life, though life is never
And
promised.
each breath they take may be their last, as innards loosen and limbs are severed from trunk.
And the dark comes over their eyes. May it not be so, Zeus!
Grant these men the victory,
And may our warrior, the great Achilles,
Memnon, may he live, and as he lives, so will we all.
and as he goes, then so must we.
It is time.
I stand before you in foreign homeland, ready to die by Achilles' hand, or slay him and live again. If it be fate I win, so be it. And if it is fated that Achilles kills me, then no sadness I feel, no fear I fear, no pangs of pain, for pain felt by an enemy's hand, never to equal the pain felt by the hands of countrymen. Ethiopia, my home, and yet never will I rest until Troy lives by what it says. Then I plan to strive on, fight on. I did not come this far to then make long sojourn to Hades. Not yet, O Zeus, not yet. Not yet, my heir, not yet. See him! The one that stands between victory and death.
No one wins in war. The victors are none in war.
Where they charge, hoping to see the sun rise by closing another man's eyes.
All truth works. All men's souls are cursed.
Memnon, calm! Let him come to you, not you to him. Watch, Achilles, wildly stab the air. Back up, back up. Patience. There!
Memnon strikes his flesh. A food for death.
Could it be? Zeus has arrived! Victory achieved! For soon Achilles comes to an end. Wait now! What is this? The gods, they send a chance to be immortal, but victory undone. I'd rather be among the living until my work is done.
Achilles warned by the Lord. Memnon now lose focus.
And you say, to Hades will I go. One mark from Achilles forever home I go. Why, gods, why? Let me end him here. What you offer is not clear. Allow me gather strength, military fodder. I reject what you say, Memnon to be martyred.
Achilles crushes all the fight they do so strong.
Easy, Memnon, easy. Do not lose your head. Now, mighty gods, what say you? I can do more if I'm dead.
Oh, be revealed, so to our shield.
Oh, no! Father! My father never to forget! Born of your violation, and thus was I hatched. Now the world
let me drive it on. And if I die, Troy's walls will fall.
Achilles goes berserk.
It makes no sense. The end I cannot see. I must resist the will of God. And yet he calls to me. All will be revealed, so to have a shield.
Fight on, Memnon, to perish!
Achilles, finish him now.
Blood!
Blood, all human blood. Human blood is animal blood.
This sacrifice will it bring men together? Oh God, is the will. I must live, God. Is this the way to live?
It's blood for gods. Human blood goes blood for gods. Blood.
I submit to your will.
All is lost!
We have won!
No victory yet.
In time when I die, to Hades I go is clear. The great Memnon. He was my greatest foe.
Memnon, a man unmatched in beauty,
No,
honor,
I remember.
courage,
A light for the ages, a striking figure,
never to be forgotten, covered up,
or made into white ghosts.
man of the sun, now with the gods,
Mortal made immortal.
to brighten the way.
For all future Troys to see,
Rise, Memnon.
rise to fight another day.
Ladies and gentlemen, and those between and outside the binary, my name is Ty Jones. I'm the producing artistic director of the Classical Theater Department. First of all, I want to thank you all. Y'all could have chosen to be anywhere on this hot night, and y'all chose to be here with us, so thank you. Thank you so much. I'd also like to thank our chairman, Patrick Bradford, and the law firm of Bradford Edwards, Pat Herlock and Herlock Marketing Enterprises, the Society Incorporated supporting the Arts Renaissance Chapter, Mike Pratt, the Sherman Foundation, Dr. Maurice Franklin, and the Parks and Recreation Committee of Community Board 10.
Thanks for hanging
Of
out with
course,
me, guys.
Manhattan Borough President,
This was
now
Mega Memnon.
Comptroller Mark Levine, Brian Kurlander, our Director Carl Cofield,
Out.
and friend of the theater Alex Savansky. So look, everyone, in order for us to be able to pull something like this off, it really